This is a single page application, and characteristic of that kind of application is fastness. It is a speed. You look at how it is a speed. It is speed of opening of pages, of part of pages, is impressive, because we have injection, we have dragging part in one page, and one page stay always on screen and only changes part of that page, and that part coming on screen by dragging, by like injection in some part of static pages. And here is application what I work with jQuery. jQuery was that injection. It was JavaScript. It was always some context about Ajax. And after this characteristic of that kind of work with jQuery, it is that that we have always have in the beginning of page we have of that injection pages we have PHP, HTML, CSS like here. And after that, we have jQuery script. jQuery, Ajax, it is JavaScript, it is jQuery. And together, they make that injection in a static page. And after that, I go to work and learn. And now I learn AngularJS. And you see, in AngularJS, we need this part, this directive, after that directive, and after that, we need, of course, we need Angular code, and we need this directive, and after that, we need controller here, script like this, and it works. It works excellent. You see here, it is coming by that page, that kind of by Angular JS coming on the screen, but now I want to create SQL with kind more Angular JS style, not like this. It is I can now continue to work with jQuery, but no, I now work with Angular, and I want to create Angular JS menu. Like here. And here, these pages work okay, but to continue, I must something change. And it is that. Here is AngularJS typical menu, where home is this, it is has, and then second, it is second page, third, and this is kind, if I here write 2, it will be 2. If I make 9, it will be 9. And this idea and this kind of code, I want to incorporate with that code. I want to make my frameworks, my menu. And I begin like this. AngularJS is like this. We have this directive. We have directive. This directive only, and of course here is we need Angular root, but and we call this app.js, but we have menu. Hash is home page, hash second, hash third, and all every time when I click on the menu, we must have content, data from database or etc. must coming here, and app, look at like we have variable my application, Angular module, my app, root must be here, and we have configuration of root provider and root provider configuration, and this is configuration of root provider. And what I do, I change this part in index PHP, nothing else. But index PHP would work excellent. This one would work excellent. I call that index PHP with all Angular configuration, with directive for controller, controller on the button, with all JavaScript scripting, and I have directive of application on the top of the page. And what I have is with logic of jQuery connection, I just put here pages. It is only for example, it was index. Put pages with oven script, oven application, oven Angular module, my app. And you see this, and controller, directive controller, and that pages I put in action like this without any changes. And the error what I have is this one. Main controller is not in function. In my concretely it is name of my controller. Main controller is not a function, got undefined. What it means? Rule is that one page can have only one AngularJS application, and in my I make error here as like this. This page is calling content here, and this page, starting page, index.html starting page, there is application directive, there is a controller here. Here is a controller, Angular controller. It is controller. Every link there is a controller. controller, main controller, second controller, third controller, and I didn't create this. It was without this. And because in starting page there is application, cannot be other application in injection page. This is injection page, and this is injection page. There is application and separate controller. It is not same movie. It is, and because of that I have error. What I do, I clear or comment this, comment this, and this script, and only this part I copy, all other clear all, but this part of script I copy in Angular here. I copy here, and all work good. It is this copy here in this control, and it means that I on that page is index page, index.page. First page, starting page is index.htm. Injection page is index.php. PHP, because that page contact database. Okay, but that page, second page, that API page with AngularJS together create API. That API page, I clear this directive, controller and complete script. And I used a script here and controller here in starting page, index.html, and all working excellent. Before that, I have this error. I have this error. After that, there is no error, and you will see now how work correct. You look at, I call index.htm hash and I call this page. Controller is main controller. Here in main controller, I write this. This is take a connection with select control PHP. It is PHP for API, for connect API to database. And I have JSON format, and that JSON coming from here, go to index PHP, index PHP here and here. It is name contact, and this is, and here there is no, you see, I comment my app, I comment container, it go only with this variable, like injection go in main page, it is index.html. Here it is, index.html coming here, and I have now only one Angular application, only one Angular module here in Angular application. Must be one Angular application here on one page. Injection, what coming, page injection, is part of that main page. It must coming without controller, without script, only with variable, only with variable. Here it is, F12, there is no console, there is no error, it is, and now I will create these links with the hash, and every hash and number give me other content. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Maybe this help you, and reference for this is this error. Not function got undefined in AngularJS. The argument main controller is not a function. It is reference about, it is main only one error in this story.